This stream is powered by Melita, using Melita Gigapower Internet. World Pro Racing, where sim racing becomes real.
For only €5 a month, experience every high-definition moment on your TV, tablet, phone or PC. Great teams, great moments, and so much more. TSN from Melita is your ticket to stay in the game. Visit melita.com/sports. wish your Wi-Fi network would just work in any room? Our new Stellar Wi-Fi is AI assisted to give you the smoothest, fastest possible Wi-Fi throughout your home. Stellar Wi-Fi, assisted by AI, exclusive to Melita. Find out more in-store or online.
World Pro Racing, where sim racing becomes real.
Welcome everybody. I think not much people know our faces that much because this year we didn't do any live shows, but welcome everybody. Welcome everybody on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube, on the TVM Sport page. Welcome everybody for the end of year live show from, as you can see, our new studio that is not ready yet, but almost ready. We have much more things to do, and as you can see, it's quite hot in here. Adrian is sweating quite a lot. Yes, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining in. Just one thing to know, that there's the giveaway of HyperX going on right now. Our team will send you the link on all the social media, and in order to be selected randomly by one of our team, you have to take part by clicking on those links. In that link they will be providing you. Adrian.
Okay, you said a lot actually, so welcome everybody. As Justin said,
I think we have around 3 hours or more. we have some guests, so
yeah, sure. That's what I was gonna say. So today we're gonna have a lot of guests with us coming in, obviously, and discussing sim racing and obviously their involvement with World Pro Racing in the past year and obviously in the coming future, and a lot of more information about our past year also, and obviously and about World Pro Racing's 2021. One thing we can say it straight away, that obviously you'll be seeing the face of my face and Justin face more often this coming year. Hopefully this studio will be ready very soon, and will be joining you weekly.
yeah, we can tell them. We can tell them.
Obviously, giving you updates as we used to do before, and obviously answer also your questions. So even today, feel free, be with us on our social media. We have Nathan Squared on the other side, which obviously enough are taking care of social media, looking and sending us messages.
Yeah. Today is actually not my first time, but today is the most important one for us. We've been working since this morning to make this hopefully the best as possible. First of all, we'd like to thank Nathan Mifsud, who is the broadcast director today, and Nathan Vella, who is taking care, his assistant, and taking care of other things going on, including watching social media. And so thanks to all these guys that help us out. Something that we've been publishing quite along the year, and we can help other people as well get more knowledge in the esports industry. We are professionals in different sectors. I'm from the technology part, in broadcasting, in designs, in technology basically. Adrian from the stewarding and race direction, and of course behind the scenes there are many other things that we do. Marketing, sponsorships, which is something that it's not easy at all, especially with the COVID situation. That wasn't of any help to anybody on our planet. So we felt that impact, because it was not as before. But yes, we definitely continue doing events for you guys. They were always for free, and they will still remain for free for everybody to enjoy. Of course, giving out prizes, having championships, not without prizes as well, just to have fun. The thing is, importantly, that World Pro Racing, the World Pro doesn't mean that it's for pro only, because sometimes people think that this is for pro only. The World Pro means that you start with us, you grow up with us, you improve, you get more knowledge, and you end up taking part in the pro level championships, not only on World Pro Racing championships, but also other leagues. We had the pleasure to have Rudy van Buren, Kevin Siggy, and many other top drivers who started from amateur, of course, because everybody has to start from somewhere, and they are now, where they are. So that's one of the things that we work on mostly, to have professional events, professional broadcasting, and a well-planned race as much as possible. Of course, we don't have control on how the driver drives, but of course, Adrian will give them what they deserve.
Yeah, sure. I think with us is George.
Yeah,
already.
we have
He's gonna join us remotely.
Let's see if he's available to come on the call. George is one of the directors. Actually, me, Adrian, and George are the directors of World Pro Racing, and he couldn't make it. He couldn't make it to be here with us. Of course, we cannot be seated three here on the sofa because, of course, of the COVID situation, and the health authorities will not enjoy watching us with three people here on the same sofa. So yes, hopefully we can get the connection with George.
Let's see. Nathan, do we have George actually?
There you are.
Yeah, there he is.
Hello.
Can you
Hello,
hear
how
us,
are
George?
you? Yes,
cannot
yes, I
hear
can
you.
hear
We
you.
cannot
Adrian
hear
is a
you.
bit low at the moment. Adrian is a bit low.
George is being heard from somewhere else.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's see
I can hear you, but
if
no
there's
problem.
anything wrong. No,
Can you
we
hear
cannot
me?
hear him.
Can actually hear us.
Yes.
They're
yes.
telling me.
No, I can hear you,
we
but I
cannot
can.
hear him, but obviously the people I think out there can hear him. So George, just a brief message. We won't know what you're saying actually, unfortunately.
Until we fix it.
But
I mean,
until we fix it, but obviously,
So
a
I'd like.
brief message to the community out there, the people that followed us, and obviously the people that have supported us through the year this year, and obviously we know that we have upcoming support for 2021.
So I'd like to thank everyone that support us, our sponsors, our partners. It's been a hectic year. We've gone through a lot, ups and downs, but obviously we are not sailors for quite for the. We are sailors for rough seas. The rough seas were a little bit against us, but as they say, planes do take they take off the ground going against the wind. So our mission is being accomplished. Hope that we have a better 2021. 2020 was a bit tough for everybody, but obviously on sim racing community, sim racing, I think it had some benefits to it because people were stuck at home and they invested more time in practicing and involving in the motorsports. So from us, obviously at World Pro Racing, we try to do as much as possible when it comes to races. We try to do the most professional way, like we go on stewarding, live stewarding. We enjoyed doing as much as all the races that we had for you this year. So we saw a nice level of competition. We like the drivers are taking it seriously, so they can. I appreciate the fairness on the track. So hopefully we see more drivers, more newcomers for next year for 2021, and hope for the best. Sorry I can't be there with you today at the studios, but I have something else at the moment. But obviously, I would like to thank Nathan for their help, not only behind the cameras and behind the scenes, but even they put their work directly hands-on by building up the sets and all the things that we have for you stored up for 2021. So see you in 2021. Thank you and Happy New Year for everybody.
yeah, we heard him a bit far away from our studio. Yeah, of course, he was explaining because I was trying to fix the problem. You know, I'm the main person to check that out. I will check it out later on as soon as we have another call. Basically, he was discussing about the events that we've done and hopefully, of course, more events coming up this year. In the meantime, until we fix this problem of the calls not being heard from our audio, we can talk a bit about the past events that we had.
Yeah, sure.
We have the Grip Championship, we had the WPR F1 line.
We had
So
obviously the Rapid Series. There was quite a few events this year, apart from obviously the long stretch of events. The long stretch of events that we had also casual races. this year also we started with the platform ACC,
Yeah.
which resulted like a huge success straight away. And we see a returning community both for all our races actually.
Yeah. I mean,
Being
they,
sold out in just like
I mean, records of registrations, what, like in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, they're all full.
yeah, 40 slots.
Sorry?
40 slots.
Yeah, 40 slots. We do them for the sort of endurance races, a bit longer than usual, 90-minute races.
Yeah.
Talking about, of course, endurance races, something that we will be, we're prepared to do for next year.
Yeah.
So prepare for that. We have to do some updates on our website. So yes, we had the WPRF19, which was the a mod, the mod that we created ourselves. Of course, it was done, not we did it as in World Pro Racing, we did it in collaboration with ASR Formula back then. And we had a championship sponsored by Trustmaster where we had quite a lot of drivers there. And talking about the WPRF19, if you missed it, we had published a teaser of the WPRF21 for next year, which a championship will happen. There will be no casual races, unfortunately, with this mod, with this car that we have created again, this time not with ASR. Which we can thank, of course, the developers who, which will publish and announce later on, who did a good car, a good modeled car now, like a futuristic car, which you will enjoy in one of our championships. But unfortunately, casual races will not be happening, and it will be on rFactor 2 platforms, of course, since I think people know that we used to do rFactor 2 events mostly, and yeah, we will be discussing something with rFactor 2. We'll have a guest from Studio 397, discussing some plans and upcoming projects that they
have in
the pipeline.
And we have also somebody from Kunos who will be obviously talking about ACC.
I think if people guess who this person might be, they might probably know already.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, the team in the broadcasting room will send them to us, and we are watching also the stream to maybe catch some questions that you might have. We are always open for constructive criticism. We're not perfect. We try to be as much as possible, but you can never be 100% perfect. There's always something that might come up, or especially like today, we were fully prepared for this live streaming, and we could hear the calls. We tested the calls, and as soon as we went live, we're not hearing the calls. So it's something that's the good thing about live. It's something not to be ashamed of. It's things that happen, and of course, once we have a short break, I'll go into that and fix it, hopefully. But as long as you're hearing it, we'll get updated on our headphones by the broadcast director, and we'll get to know exactly what's being done. But of course, we have to fix it, because we have to, of course, discuss some things with of course, our guests. So if you have any questions, then Hackett told can Adrian speak any louder? Yes, Adrian, he will speak more louder. No problem about that. Of course, we cannot answer all the questions, because there are quite a lot of questions right now, and I'm just watching on YouTube. And of course, if you have any questions on Facebook as well, you can let us know. What's next? Events.
So, events. I don't know. We're gonna take the next guest, or we're gonna waste.
Yeah, if they tell us that there's time for the next guest, I will let Nathan let us know.
About it, yeah.
In the meantime, we also did some more events.
The first driver win of the championship WPR season will he be registered for the new season?
I need to check that.
It's a question.
Will the first driver win if the champion wins? He will be registered for the new season. Well, yeah, we haven't thought about that. As I said, this championship of the WPRF 21 will be a specific championship. There will be no casual races. It will be strictly to the drivers who will be participating. There will be invites, part of the championship. And yes, I mean, it's not something that it's a good idea. that the top driver of the WPRF 19 series will join this championship. No problem about that. We'll discuss about it, and once we have more solid discussions with our sponsors, and hopefully we see more sponsors along the year, and yes, we will publish it for you to enjoy and have fun in this championship.
We need to see if we have the next guest up ready for us or not.
We have well, we can, if the guest is not ready yet, we can go for the first pick of the HyperX giveaway.
Yeah.
We have 9 giveaways to give out to you guys, and relevant where you are on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. As long as you registered to that link, actually not registered, you followed all those links to have more chances to be chosen. That's already it. You have entered into the competition. Nathan will pick up a random winner, and we can of course say it out here, and then of course we will discuss with you later on about shipping and stuff like that. Let us know if the next guest is available to be okay. It's being worked on. So maybe Nathan, the young one, because we have 2 Nathans. Nathan Vella can pick up a random competitor and let us know from our system.
Yeah.
Who
Who's
this
the
first winner and which product that he won. So basically we have the Cloud Alpha S headsets, we have the keyboard, the Alloy Elite keyboard, and we have the Pulsefire mouse along with a mouse mat. We have 3 of each, yes, exactly, and this will be given out to you. Of course, HyperX are our sponsors, but it doesn't mean that they are our sponsors.
We have the winner.
Yes, we have them already. We thank, of course, HyperX that are providing us with any hardware, basically, that we request. Not everything, of course. We're not going to tell them give us a pallet full of products. Well, what might do it? It's a good idea. Let's see who is the winner, Adrian.
So I have winner 1. It's nickname Rekcad. From the email I see, he's Brendan Bonello, which just won the Cloud Alpha headphones.
I think Brendan Bonello was one of our participants on Gran Turismo Sport.
Yeah, that's right. I think
so. Well,
Maybe.
well done to
Well
you.
done, Brendan.
We will contact you, of course, later on, and not today. And of course, we will hand you the prize. Well done. When you are ready, Nathan, just let us know.
So 2020 for us.
We went to the ICE.
Yeah,
ICE London
was a good experience together with Gaming Malta there, with 2 simulators. Actually, we were the only 2 simulators in the whole exhibition this year. It was a great attraction. It was a success, and it was also we used a Maltese track that ourselves developed, obviously enough, and it was well received. We used them Tahleb, which is obviously a hill climb track we have in Malta, and all the people that actually used the motion simulators we had there enjoyed it, and we were giving also a taste of Malta whilst giving them this opportunity.
Adrian,
to drive. Yeah,
I'm going to fix the issue of your mic quickly. Okay, so you can keep talking because they cannot hear you.
Now, so
You know, that's the good thing about live. I'm used to this, so don't worry. Don't see my boldness now.
That's fine. Justin will soon be back, but as I said, yeah, and it was a great experience being there. We had very positive feedback about the track. Actually, now we're also in the process of building another track. Hopefully it will be ready by the end of January. Obviously enough, we'll keep it as a surprise for you guys. We have people working on it. I've seen the progress of the track until yesterday. It will be also based on our Factor 2 platform. So this year, as for travel-wise, it was a little bit like unfortunate for everybody because COVID disrupted all the events happening, not only in Malta but obviously across the globe. So that's something that we actually felt ourselves. But on another note, let's put it on a positive note, that we've seen a big increase also relative to esports. Yes, we saw that. We saw also the climb of sim racing happening. Everybody saw also the increase of participation in sim racing, which I think, on a positive note for this unfortunate COVID time for everybody, esports in general and obviously sim racing in general took a big push. More participants. We saw also professional drivers going to sim racing. Was obviously enough. We had also the period where professional races couldn't be held. So I think we should keep this momentum now, keep the communities going. It's a sport, it's growing very fast. I think now we're seeing also drivers that are taking it more and more seriously, and thus being, excuse me, seeing also the, more professional level races online. We experienced that ourselves as well, pro racing, where we're seeing all the drivers coming in, having a clean race. Obviously enough, we saw is even drivers that came into championships and series, and we saw them actually increasing their performance from one race to the other. This year we had also other series like the Grip Championship, which also was a great success, big followership also, and it was fun also for the drivers. There we saw also certain drivers that actually even increased their performance from race 1 till the end of the season. In every season we saw drivers growing up. We saw also drivers that were actually away from a couple of months from taking part in our races, coming back, and obviously we saw also much better levels from those drivers. So I think this period of time in 2020 COVID helped our sport, our community to grow bigger and obviously become better, thus meaning that obviously there is a very, very bright future for us. I don't know where Justin actually is, if he's still, and here he is, he's coming back, because I'm getting dried out talking on my own.
Well, that solved the issue in the audio. It's something that once you unplug a USB and you plug it in back in, the volume goes 50%. I know that there's an issue with some buzzing. It's something with the mixer and electricity. Unfortunately, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't annoy you that much. So sorry about that, but hopefully now you can hear us much more than before. We still have another guest with us, somebody of course who've been part of World Pro Racing quite a lot, because there are some guests that are not seeing certain messages right now, and we have to switch
guests.
Some guests. No problem about that.
Who's up next actually then?
Ivan Filletti, if I'm not mistaken, will be our next guest from Gaming Malta.
But he's on early then?
Sorry?
He's on earlier.
Yeah, yes, quite well. As long as we keep the momentum going.
That's good.
Are there any questions by any chance, Nathan, if we can answer some?
Questions.
It's an Italian sofa. Actually, this is an Italian sofa.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Who actually asked that?
Redwan Messaoud,
All right.
the king
That's
of
good.
the sprint series. He won it, right?
We're seeing. I'm looking also through actually. That's right. That's what he did. I'm going through a couple of messages in Facebook also.
Checking.
We have Alan Camilleri saying a Happy New Year to you also, Alan. Dario Manjon, hi all the best. Thanks for all the great races organized this year. Thanks Dario, and thanks for being with us. El Mehdi, happy year. Okay, happy year to you too. So those are some messages I've seen on Facebook. I think on YouTube you had quite a few messages. Yeah,
Well,
going on.
there's my wife watching.
Okay.
Hi, my wife. Well, once we're talking about wives,
Okay.
it's very appreciated. I'm talking on behalf of me, my Adrian, and George for their patience our wives have. For
They
us,
bear this,
we
yes.
work, well, actually, my daughter, sometimes she forgets that I'm her father.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, it's the same thing. We are doing all this. It's true, it's a business. We are a company. But rest assured that it's not what you think, that we earn millions. We're doing this because of passion. We've been working on this for the past almost 4 years. We've been into another location, waves always against us, but here we are,
Yeah.
doing events for you, having fun, and you guys are the people that make the entertainment, and we're just controlling what you're doing by putting your racing to the world, because actually we're now worldwide broadcasting all over the world. So thanks to my wife, and of course on behalf of all the team, and thanks of course to even the parents of our helpers that supports them in working into esports. When you work into esports, you're not playing games. Adrian can say how much I play, which is almost zero, but yet we enjoy it. This is the path I chose to go to instead of racing competitively. For you to have fun, I have fun, and I get excited as much as you do during racing. We get angry sometimes for certain decisions that are taken during corners and stuff like that, especially if there's Kunzabo in T1, you know, maybe he's here.
Oh my God.
And
He's a T1 star.
I would like to say very big thanks to Kunzabo as well, and all other people who make the chat live to grow this community. This community has been growing thanks to you guys. Inviting your friends, bring them over and have fun. As I said, if you think that we are some kind of, nosy people, how do you say
Not
it?
at all.
We're not. We're down to earth. If you have any suggestions to tell us, just let us know. We learn by constructive criticism, and that's how we become professional, and that's why we are professional, because we learn from our own mistakes, and ours is not only the good way. It might be we're doing it wrong. So let us know, and we will improve whatever we can.
So I have a Happy New Year from Andre. And thanks for everything. Thank you also, Andre, for your help. And we have another question. Will you organize races, especially for amateur silver drivers next year?
Yes, we can say it, I
Something,
think.
yeah, that's right. It's something that was already discussed. We had questions in our Discord about it, even for the upcoming sprint series.
Yes, you can say it yourself.
So yes, we're looking at, for our championships, starting opening Tier 2. That means that giving the opportunity for these amateur and silver drivers being there also, apart from capping, especially in the sprint series, we're going to cap the Tier 1 with a X amount 80.
Minimum of 80. SA,
yes.
it's nothing. I mean, on ACC, if you race clean, you get 99.
Yeah.
And so the Tier 1 for the pros, it's minimum 80 SA, and for the amateurs, which we'll call it Tier 2 or whatever, it will be 50 and lower. So maximum is actually, I have to do it 50. Well, we can do it between 40 and 50. I think 50 should be enough. I mean, if it's 0, it's not the right time to be part of the sprint series.
Yes.
Take part in other races, as in we're not telling you to go away, but learn some more your racecraft and
Listen, who has 8 started from 0. So
yes, of course, they always start from, actually they don't start from 0. I think they start from 50.
yeah, but
I'm not sure. I don't race that much. Sorry for that.
not even myself, I don't have that much time. But anyway, everybody started low.
Yeah,
So
there was a question. Somebody asked for moderation permission. Yes, of course, feel free to message me or Nathan Mifsud, who can give you mod permissions, and you can feel free to help our viewers by answering whatever they need to know or make the chat live. Of course, unfortunately, I, especially myself, don't have the time to communicate with you guys while I'm doing the broadcast, because I watch the chat, but when I have the chance, because my hand is like an octopus during the broadcast. So yeah, feel free to let me know, and I'll give you more permissions. Thank you guys for telling us thanks for the casual races. Casual races will increase next year, not only on ACC. I know ACC is one of our prime nowadays. Unfortunately, when we publish our Factor 2 events, barely half the grid joins. I don't know why. We're still asking why. Maybe we're not promoting it that much. We're still going to do casual races every Wednesday on our Factor 2. They might be streamed, they might be not. And if you know any friends that you have that are into our Factor 2, bring them over. Actually, any simulator. And yes, they're telling us that Ivan Filetti is ready for our next guest call. Hopefully, I made it work this time for the call.
I'm not hearing anything, so. Is Ivan there?
Ivan is not going to hear us, I think, once they switch into the camera. Hello,
Ivan.
Ivan.
Okay, here I am. Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
We're not hearing you. Can you hear us, though?
I can hear you very well, yes.
Oh. Well, let me check again myself. Don't worry. While Ivan is
I'll
discussing.
place a couple of questions for Ivan. So, first of all, Ivan, would like to thank you. Obviously, enough. Ivan is from Gaming Malta, one of our the main supporting partners of World Pro Racing. Thanks for being with us this evening. Ivan, you've been the support. I think I'm hearing Ivan now. So
can you hear me now?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Good.
So
Good.
thanks for being with us this evening.
And Justin, there he goes.
Yeah, there he is.
Pleasure.
So Ivan, obviously would like to thank you for the support you give World Pro Racing and obviously the esports community in general in Malta. A couple of words from you. What was this last year, which was not an easy one, and what are our plans for the coming future in esports and obviously enough in sim racing when it comes to World Pro Racing?
Obviously, I think we all want this year to finish as soon as possible. We're nearly there, so just a few more hours.
Yeah.
No, but I think on the esports front, it was really interesting that actually it really showed how resilient the industry is, and also more than resilient, how esports has really grew, over the COVID period. So we've had very good case studies internationally, but even on the local front, with people like, what you guys are doing. All the other companies within the ecosystem, all of the companies were all active with rising numbers and audience figures, etc. So I think, coming into next year, it's exciting times ahead, I would say, and we really want, and we do it with Mission Resilience, seeing the ecosystem continuing to grow, basically in a sustainable way also. So in proper business ventures, with the right organization, with the right operational fronts, with the right investments, etc. So let's see this sector here to actually stay on the island.
Yeah, one thing that our viewers should know is that we're promoting our island as Malta as the home of gaming excellence, and that's one of our targets. Not only, of course, for Ivan himself and ourselves, that we're promoting the esports island. That's what they are calling it now. When people, sometimes I talk to people, where are you from? Malta. Oh, the esports island. And the target is being achieved, because that's the target of one of Gaming Malta.
That's good to know, Justin. That's fantastic.
And since, of course, we're now worldwide broadcasting now also on TV stations and linear TV stations such as ESTV, which we can proudly say we had over 2.5 million unique views in the couple of past months, like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
That's no small number, eh? So well done, guys.
Thank you. It's well done, not only, of course, yourself who's been supporting us, ourselves who've been doing the broadcast and the organization, but also to all those viewers that are watching us right now who are the drivers themselves, because without them, there are no races. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gaming Malta, of course, and all your team. And yeah, let's hope for a successful 2021.
2021, and let's hope for coming back together. You know what I mean? Because now we've come to the virtual part. We're also always having virtual conferencing, but I think having a first-hand thing, it's much more better.
I think the last time I had, we had you guys doing a physical event, right? Was in London.
Yeah.
And see how the world has changed. This was in February at Excel in London, which is now HMS Nightingale, which is used as a COVID emergency hospital. This is how the world has changed. But it was a real pleasure back in February seeing the queues of people wanting to try simulator racing within the Gaming Malta and the Malta Gaming Authority stand also. And having CEOs of the top iGaming companies really fascinated, by the sport, by the hardware, by all the buzz which it creates around it. And I think probably that was, I must say, probably one of my highlights of the year. Seeing that happen, when you see it physically and seeing the people's reaction, it was amazing, especially the simulator pods which you guys were using were incredible.
Yeah.
And the races, for the Imtahleb Hill, right? It was that.
Exactly. Yes.
The way it was recreated to, I would say, perfection. It was amazing, which is augurs well for the future.
Yeah, one thing we should say, because I was just thinking about, saw a message on YouTube and just came to my mind. Sometimes it is something not against the local people, but I think that we, the Maltese, we should not say anymore that it's like an excuse saying that we are just a over 500,000 population.
Yeah.
There's nothing, doesn't make sense, even though if we are 500,000 people, we don't have the brains enough to create such ideas. I mean, I'm not saying ourselves, look at other esports companies in Malta, and you can see their success going on from this island. So it doesn't have to do with being a small island or not. It's coming from determination, from passion, and the will to succeed in your life.
Yeah, I think you guys are a perfect example. You started small with a big dream, step by step, and now you're competing and you're being seen on international platforms and all this. So I think there's a lot of inspiration there to be had about it.
It was not an easy ride, but obviously enough once there is the passion and once you want to achieve the goals you have in your mind, as you're saying, Ivan, you keep on going. And that's something also you yourself have been doing, because I know in the past year with COVID, it was not an easy year for you, especially obviously with the whole industry you take care of. And but I've known you for quite some time, much before being at Gaming Malta, and I know that obviously you're the same kind of person that you keep on going and obviously achieving and looking just at the end of the tunnel and to achieve those goals,
Yes, it's a constant battle, right? I have a very good team, people like Malcolm, Corinne, and Ray, and keep us going. Also, a government who's very clear on the policy direction to take. I always keep mentioning this, even at international fora, when, even the fact that this was a COVID budget, esports was mentioned in the budget speech.
Yeah.
That's to me, is a big thing. The fact that the higher echelons of government are seeing esports as an important growth niche market, which has been embraced, with a whole policy argument, really. So it's a sum of all the parts, really. There's never a silver bullet in these things. It's always a sum of all the parts, having the right policies, the right backing, the right ecosystem, and companies growing, within the ecosystem. And as we like to say, Justin and Adrian, also the educational part of it, right, is very important.
Yep.
Since we need to continue educating on this front. And the fact that we have successfully locally sports athletes also. And maybe also you can talk, Adrian and Justin, maybe about the Maltese drivers, right? If I'm not mistaken. There's some interesting talent coming up.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
The interest is there. The improvement is there. The results are being achieved, and we're happy that obviously, as you're saying, fellow drivers, most of them that have been started in sim racing couple of years ago, now they're achieving and they've improved a lot. And that's also a focus, as you well said, that we need to look into. We're building new tracks, obviously based on the Maltese-based stuff, to keep educating people and obviously taking them. In our case, we can take them even to the real life of racing, and even before actually tasting. Kids like tasting, they want to try karting eventually, etc., etc. We can give them the start and the taste of motorsport also. So the educational part of us, part of it will be very active. Justin, yes, to my left, if I may say, in the very near future.
Yes, of course.
So, Ivan,
Okay.
I would like to thank you for being with us. Thanks for spending this
Thank
time
you guys.
with
Thank
us.
you for having me.
Wanna
Let's
wish
spend
you-
the whole year now again, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
of course.
That's right. I would like to wish you, your family, obviously your whole team at Gaming Malta, a happy new year, and let's hope that we have a way better one, and obviously enough will be meeting up soon and coming back together like we were before in esports here on the island.
We don't
Yeah.
open the champagne virtually.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No. But thank you, also you guys, World Pro Racing, for making Malta proud
Thank you.
Thank
in
you,
this
Ivan.
sector. Thank you
From
very
the
much.
bottom-
Thanks,
Keep it
Ivan.
up.
Thanks,
Thank
Ivan.
you.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Ciao,
it.
guys.
Cheers. Ciao.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
We have another guest soon, but we maybe can go for just one advertising slot, just one single one. That's what helps
Short
us.
one.
Because somebody asked, how do we get the money? The only thing how we get the money is by sponsorship. That's all. There's no
Yeah.
other way. We don't charge anybody. That's how it is. We have to work hard to earn the money. But as long as we are happy and you are happy, that is already part of the main goal. Of course, we have our family. We have to live. We have to earn a living. Of course, we have to earn the money. I mean, everybody goes to work, and this is our work.
Yeah.
I left, especially myself, all my jobs, and I just went to all out toward pro racing. It was my dream for a long time, and me, Adrian, George, with our team, we're making it a reality.
Yeah.
So we're going for just one single ad break, 2 minutes, and we'll come back with you, and we'll come back with a new guest and a giveaway again for the second time. So, welcome back. We told you it's just a very short one, but it helps us a lot because the sponsors help us living and keep going and creating all these events. I was seeing that somebody came to Malta for a holiday and yeah, I mean, share it with your friends on YouTube because I saw it on YouTube. It is a place where you can enjoy various places, history, many things, especially, of course, in summer, so you can swim and maybe even, well, I think many people are still swimming in during winter. I did once and I didn't do it again because it's cold. We're back for another guest, this time probably not familiar with esports yourself as the foreigners. The locals, they know him, and you're going to get to know someone who...
Some foreigners know him too.
Foreigners, not too much in esports, I was saying, from our community, but you'll get to know him very shortly. If he's ready, let's introduce him. There you go. Can you hear us, Duncan? Duncan?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Hello.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Duncan.
Good evening, Duncan. Duncan McAuliffe is the newly elected president of the Malta Motorsport Federation and a list of records in his books in hill climb, and Adrian
Drag
can
racing.
continue about that. Oh, and drag racing, sorry, hill climb. Well, he can try it hill climb as well, you know,
Yeah,
make
sure,
some
sure.
records there as well.
You know,
Adrian.
listen, he's a big fan of motorsport himself. He's the fastest driver that we can say, European champion in drag racing. So a long list we can tell about you, Duncan. So first of all, thank you for being with us here this evening. And
My pleasure.
we're gonna obviously briefly discuss what was in 2020. Like motorsport, and obviously what we introduced in 2020 for esports together with the federation, and our aspirations obviously for even sim racing in 2021. I know that we briefed you little. You've been there now for how much? 3 weeks, Duncan?
3 weeks, yes, that's right.
So
3 weeks.
very fresh. Obviously still trying to collect the whole information, but as you know, in 2020 we've done started getting on the community with Gran Turismo. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we couldn't choose the national champion for this year to take him to the FIA games that had to happen a couple of months ago. But obviously enough, that's the target now for 2021, where we're gonna have the virtual championship, Maltese championship, which will lead us to choose the national champion. Apart from that, we're also discussing other things on the educational part of motorsport with you. So what?
So, 2020 wasn't an easy task for no one, and that was for me too, because I had to stay out from racing the whole year, and that is depressing, if I may.
It is, it is.
Obviously, sim racing was the hottest topic, in my opinion, in motorsport for 2020, because everyone stood at home and everyone started to buying these simulators to practice his discipline. And I was one of them, I admit. I have 2 kids, and they are crazy about simulator. They practice go-karts and also formula and several type of tracks. Going faster to the end of 2020 and the way forward to 2021, being as a president of the federation, our aim now is to introduce more motorsports in schools. We know that when we're at school, we only hear about football, basketball, swimming, but not motorsports. So our aim is to start giving lessons or promotions in schools, and they are going to be divided into 2. One of them will be specifically on the discipline and to learn the road for racing physically. And the second one is sim racing. Sim racing is becoming important every year because if you have a kid that loves motorsport, but you cannot afford to buy a car or to maintain a car for racing, sim racing is the right tool. And nowadays, sim racing is getting very into detail. You can feel the cars, the steering and the pedals like being in an original car. So, in my opinion, if you want to practice on such a simulator, I think you will have maybe or probably 50 to 60% ready to get into the trick. So that is one of our agenda for the next 3 years as a federation.
Something that Duncan should know, probably he's aware of, that we have quite a lot of sim racers that transitioned from sim racing into motorsport instantly without even, some of them never even have driven a car or even had a license. Like Brendan Lee, for example, he was still young at the time. There's Rudy Van Buren racing in the Porsche Championship. World's Fastest Gamer, there's Kevin Siggy, there's Erhan Yayovsky. So of course Duncan now have to be more aware and informed about this, which we will continue to
telling him and giving him
brainwash him. Actually, we're not going to brainwash him because it's the truth, you know.
The thing is, the different thing with Duncan is like he has a first-hand experience with simulators now, because he's done it himself, as he well said, now at home, and obviously his kids are even improving their skills on simulators. So everything that Duncan just said is the truth, something that we've been telling in the past years ourselves, that listen, I think simulators are now going to be also an integral part from the grassroots of motorsport, which today, till today, we knew karting was the grassroots of motorsport. It still is, but I think simulation will help improve skills, and also, as Duncan well said, giving the opportunity to those people that cannot afford to maintain vehicles, but to still practice their passion and their sport.
Actually, Adrian, 2017, when I went for the FIA Awards in Versailles, and there were all the world champions there. When I saw the pro racing team winning the world champion, which were, if I'm not mistaken, Japanese, we were looking to each other. What is it? Sim racing, motorsports? But nowadays, I have to admit that after becoming president of the federation, yes, I can confirm that sim racing is part of our agenda, and it will be, not only that, it will be important so to get more enthusiasts for motorsports. If they cannot afford it, but they can still practice it.
That's right.
And there's quite a lot of chance today. There are many motorsport manufacturers, teams, and companies that are scouting these drivers from even online races, and this is something that's one of the reasons why we do these races, even casual races. This is like football, because we mention always football. There are scouters who go into a normal match and they scout that player, and they give them a contract. And the same goes to the sim racing. Of course, I mean, motorsport is expensive. Even sometimes sim racing is becoming expensive. If you start to spend the high level equipment, then it becomes expensive as well. But I know drivers who had just a very simple steering wheel and pedals and just a gaming chair and won championships. So there are many opportunities that might skip that part that takes sometimes longer in motorsport. And from sim racing, they are watching you with your abilities of overtaking, defending, many other things, which might give you even a testing day, and from there it might be the only chance of your life that you could ever have.
That's right. And
I can confirm that. Last year I went to race because I'm not just a drag racer, but I am a go-kart racer. I started go-karting, mind you. When I went for the World Finals in Lonato, South Garda last year, I didn't know the track. I got it on the simulator. I practiced it on the simulator, and I was much more prepared then.
Yeah.
So I can confirm that because I experienced it,
Yes.
which is a wow factor in my opinion, because you have the same braking points, the same speed turning. So, and the
True,
way
true.
how you said the cards, it's the same like you having a normal card, and the same setup, and it will reflect the same. It's
True,
unbelievable.
it's true. I mean, it's something very simple because many people did it, and one of the things that sim racing is very popular for on a platform such as Assetto Corsa is drifting. And one of the things that I did myself is the only thing that I did some hill climbs myself, and it helped from sim racing as well, taking corners, braking, late braking, and left foot braking. I went to drifting instantly from drifting on a Assetto Corsa. And I drove one of George, one of the directors' car, his Nissan 350Z, and then I bought one for myself, and I'm not going to say I did it perfect, but I did quite well. Of course, you need more practice than in the real life. So it's good to have such experiences so you can explain it to others, maybe who don't believe it, and or they are skeptic about it.
I believe if that we do the right promotion locally, especially I'm talking locally, sim racing will be much bigger than we think.
Yes,
That's
it's
for
true.
sure.
It's true. And
So-
something that I always say it, and it's not just for locally, but especially locally, is to unite in motorsport.
Yeah.
Remove that local mentality. You're not going to start, you tell me you're going to start again. But there's a mentality that it's putting motorsport a bit away from where it should be. And motorsport should be on top. Not only just sim racing, and motorsport should be the best sport in the world,
Yeah.
I must say. The viewership is huge, so. And I love football, by the way, as well. So, yes,
But our passion is motorsport.
that's all it is.
Duncan, I would like to thank you for being with us. I would like to wish you, yourself, your family, obviously, your colleagues at the Malta Motorsport Federation, a better year and a happy new year. And let's put 2020 behind us and look forward, and then obviously enough try to get back to normality and see these dreams that we discussed now come true in this coming year. Thanks for being with us, and
you,
wish you
Duncan.
all the best.
Thank you, Duncan, very much.
Thank you, and I wish to keep my last message for you. When I visited your project, I was impressed.
Thank you.
Believe me, I was impressed.
Don't make me cry.
Thank you.
Keep it up. You've done a very great job, and I believe that you are at the highest level possible.
Thank you.
Thank
From
you,
the
Duncan.
bottom of my heart, where I can help you, I'm ready to help, as you all
Thank-
know me.
Same for us.
And wish you good luck and have a happy new year.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Duncan.
And all your family.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are going to announce the second winner
Yep.
of the giveaway, and I check where is this person. I don't think I have it in my list. Yes, here it is. So winner 2, who won the Alloy Elite 2 keyboard, is Cornelius Jasiunas, if I pronounced it
Well,
correctly. Cornelius Jasiunas or Jasiunas, you won the Alloy Elite 2 keyboard by HyperX. Well done. Contact us on Facebook, on our social media, so we have your email address as well still, so we can contact you ourselves, of course not today, with regarding to shipping and stuff like that.
Something also related to what we are discussing with Duncan now. As you know, in 2020, our followers, we started Gran Turismo Sport, which is a platform being used also by FIA, and together with the federation, we started these casual races and also championships online. And we have also here somebody thanking us, which is Chris Peteri, who's telling us, thanks to West Pro Racing, I had the opportunity to start to get involved in sim racing. Still a long way to go to improve my racing, but thanks. Keep it up and well done for the pro approach.
Umberto said, thank you, the best organization ever. We do our best, actually not to be the best. We are, it's our nature that we're doing it. And we're doing it from our heart, from our passion. We're not actually competing with anybody, even though they can say that they are our competitors. We work with everybody, we collaborate. We just want you happy guys to have a professional environment, enjoy it, have fun. Our TV in front of us is going to turn off in 56 seconds. And yes, thank you. We appreciate it a lot. And that's what we're going to continue to do. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. This facility is new. The studio is the first time that we're using it. It's not fully ready yet. Yeah. As Duncan said, he visited our facility. We have next to us a facility with 16 simulators, of course 17, sorry, I missed one. That of course locals will be coming here for championships, events, team building events, anything. And we have broadcasting rooms, and we've worked hard for it. Believe us, we worked hard for it, and we suffered a lot, but you guys, that comment is enough. That comment is enough. So thank you, Umberto, and everybody else who wish us luck, and we thank you for all your appreciation. We have another, I need to turn on that TV.
Actually, ask them to comment.
Okay.
Turn, actually.
I love it when it's live. We can do
sure.
everything. Nathan, you want to come by? No. We're going to have
That's
Eric.
okay.
Eric Yoon, the CEO of ESTV, which we partnered with a couple of months, like 4 months ago. Yes, something like that.
July.
In July, yes.
July.
In July, we partnered with ESTV, the first esports TV channel, 24/7 esports channel. Of course, he will explain to you exactly his vision and ambitions and how why he entered into the esports market. But let's wait it from him and see what he has to say for us.
Hello, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
And welcome.
Hey, how are you, Justin?
We're
and
fine,
Adrian?
thank you. We're fine. Hope you are too. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas holidays. It's not much that you can enjoy right now. Everybody at home, we cannot go out or due to COVID, but we try to enjoy it as much as we can. That's one of the reasons that we did this end of year live program, to at least people can watch us, and we just
And
the race and the show and end the year with everybody. Eric, how did you start ESTV, apart from, of course, our collaboration? Tell us a bit more about ESTV.
Sure. First of all, thanks for inviting me to your studio today. And we're live from the LA, California, from our studio to the WPR studio out of Malta. Our vision started with we need a channel to really grow the space, the esports community and the space. So we put the plans together back in 2018 and launched in 2019 May. Started out with a couple of platforms, and currently, as of 2020 December, we're in multiple countries. We're now worldwide, and on all the major OTT, connected TVs, mobile, you name it. And our partnership with the WPR back in July has been another milestone for us to bring in a sim racing, and sim racing has been growing, and I think it'll continue to grow. And we want to be a part of the community to take it to the next level. So currently, our ESTV is available globally on a Roku channel and the Samsung TV Plus, Vizio, TCL platform. And a recent launch in Europe happened back in December 15. We're currently on a 90 plus million subs on a Rakuten TV. So out of Europe, you guys can download the Rakuten TV app and be able to watch the ESTV as well as the WPR sim racing events. And we will continue to grow in 2021 and with the additional sub channels underneath the ESTV. And one of the sub channel will be the sim racing. We have a partnership with the WPR, which was a great partnership. Will lead into the 2021, and then also from the U.S. Some of the IndyCar race series, and hopefully we can be a part in growing the space together with you guys.
Yeah, that's definitely a very in-depth explanation, and obviously a very solid direction and growing of ESTV. And as you said, we are pleased to be part of this. We are pleased that you believed in us, and obviously enough, I think together we're making this sport grow, the sport more known to people, because obviously enough, a lot of people were not aware where the sport has arrived. And I think in 2021, definitely we can have a better success, especially now, as you're saying, you launched in Europe very recently, just this month, and obviously enough now also having the sub channels dedicated also to sim racing, etc.
And we must not miss as well the collaborations which we will be doing later on in the coming year together with WPR and ESTV together, creating more high-level events, not just in Europe, even in US. Thanks to Eric, we went into the US market as well. Thanks to Eric and ESTV and the whole team, we had a huge milestone in viewership this year, and that of course helped us bring over more sponsorships. The channel grows more, they get more sponsorship for the content as well, helping each other out, and of course the business continues growing, and we continue to evolve and be one of the best esports esports TV channel and esports sim racing organizer.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we never had a doubt about WPR. Your production was always great, and your support is always great. You guys are always on time to go live on a broadcast, and we never doubted you guys. You guys have the all the ingredients, right? Which is passion, dedication, and the heart, and
Exactly.
that's what we strive for at the ESTV. We are growing just like you are, and hope we'll continue to grow to make the best of the sim racing event on WPR and as well as ESTV. We both have a capability to do a live, so we can connect through the live studio, just like what I'm doing in the ESTV studio as well as the WPR studio. And the viewership will continue to grow, and hopefully that will open the eyes for the sponsors, any potential sponsors out there, and I hope to we grow all together, the community together.
Yeah, something that our viewers that are watching us right now, maybe while they are out of their home or traveling or something, where they can watch any ESTV channel.
Sure, I mean they can watch it from the online. They can watch from their mobile. We're on a Samsung Galaxy phones. You can also download a lot of OTT partners, digital partners apps, and watch it on a iPhone. And a recent launch includes the PlayStation. Now you can watch from the PlayStation as well through the Red TV. You can download Red TV app and find us at the very front door, like the #1 channel on their app. So there is no excuse for you not be able to find the ESTV. I mean, because we are on a connected TV, we're on an app, we're on a mobile, we're on a digital, you name it, we're on there.
Great, and let's continue to grow together, World Pro Racing and the ESTV. Hope you get more channels and organizations providing you the content, and continue to grow as much as we did this year, even though COVID was not helpful to anybody.
Yeah.
But thankfully esports continued to grow and exploded worldwide. So thanks Eric again. Thank you for being part of this end of year live show, and hope to keep working along soon, very quickly actually, in the in the couple of days actually, because we continue
Yeah.
with upcoming races starting in January. So thanks for being with us. On behalf of the whole team,
Absolutely.
we wish you the best in the holidays, and hope you enjoy it with your loved ones, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you. I wish WPR, your team, all the viewers out there, all the fans of WPR, all the fans out of Europe, wish you the happy New Year. And be safe and be healthy.
Same to you.
Thank
Same
you.
to you. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Eric. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
So we're going for another short, as you have seen before, another short break just to take a quick sip of water, and we'll come back with you very shortly. Welcome back. I took a bit of an advantage now. I just gave them some more. We gave them some more reds. But that helps us. Come on, guys. Come on. Thank you for being here with us. We're back for continuing with this end of year show. We have more guests coming up with us. If I'm not mistaken, let me check who we have next, because I just forgot instantly. Who do we have next?
Who do we have next?
Can you tell us, please? Okay, who's ready first then? Because now time is ticking and it's already here. It's almost 10 p.m.
Yep.
I mean, we're comfortable to continue till tomorrow morning. I mean, it's okay. So until they are ready to appear online on our stream, something that we have been calling a bit the not only our community but even friends of our community. One of the things is that Adrian is important for him is that he will be helping stewards who would be interested, or actually they're not stewards yet, but who is interested to become a steward and taught by an official and licensed by the Malta Motorsport Federation and FIA, being trained by somebody like him. He is very strict, he's very honest, and I think somebody, if I wanted to be a simulator, I was going to say, if I wanted to be a steward, which time I did, and I want to get the opinion and lessons, it's definitely Adrian, who is, I think, is the best steward in Malta, I think. Well, if you are shy to say it.
You're making me blush, but anyway.
Well,
Justin
if
is
you
what
are.
we're saying. If there are people out there wanting to, obviously enough, start also stewarding races, we are ready to receive these people with us here. Obviously enough, contact us, don't be shy, you'll come to our facility here during the races. Obviously enough, you'll see us operate, myself together with George, and we'll give you the right direction and the right courses to become also a steward in the virtual races.
Especially in 24-hour races.
Yeah, that's right.
Which are coming soon.
Yeah, actually I would need another race director for
race director. You need actually, I think, a Lord of the Rings whole set of people.
That's right. But it would be good to have such people joining us and train them, and it's something that I think we want to start from here. It's something that we want to work with the Malta Motorsport Federation, also getting the present officials coming, doing experience here on the virtual part of it, and which will help them also on the upcoming experiences on track. So it works both ways, but I think if we get people, young people interested to come here with us and be part of World Pro Racing and be part of the stewarding team, that is something that can help, and obviously give them the opportunity also to start a career in the officials part of it, even in real motorsport eventually, if they're interested to move there. So feel free, contact us. We're ready to receive you here. We're ready to help you out. We're ready to teach you and obviously show you everything is needed to become a steward and also a race director when it comes to sim racing. And obviously enough, we apply in sim racing what is in real life racing, so definitely that's something that will help you also to jump into the real life.
Yeah, someone noticed that there's something changing behind us. Yeah, everything is changing here because it's a green screen. It's not fully completed yet. We're not happy about it. You see, it changed. Not you changed. It changed. And we always try. Since I've been into the broadcast industry and filming motorsport, we always try to do something beyond our limits and trying to make anything lively, you know. And
once you met me, these things I think sometimes come.
Of course, Adrian works in the lighting and studios and this industry, and of course we made it, you know, or how they do it on TikTok. This somebody asked how can they.
Never did the TikTok dance actually.
How can they join in as stewards? Unless it was a meme or not. Well, you can contact this guy. I think he was Dan Hackett. Yes, Dan Hackett. You are on Discord. You can contact Adrian, not myself, because I have nothing to do with stewarding. Contact Adrian, the race director, which you're already familiar with. And there are going to be courses about this. So
Yeah.
it's not only for esports, but if you're interested in getting into motorsports, just to have an idea, he's not taking you to become an official, official, you know. But he has a lot of experience, and I think you should get the guide from him. Okay, you're blushing now, Adrian. And you're sweating.
No, actually, yes, I'm ready to help everybody. Obviously, enough I know. The need of officials in the motorsport also, the need of officials also in sim racing. Don't forget, motorsport and sim racing. To be done available for the public to watch, it's a mix. We must have the drivers, we must have the venues, but drivers and venues without officials doesn't happen. And don't forget, most officials, if not all officials, are voluntary people.
Exactly.
So those are the people that, those are the three elements that make motorsport actually happen.
Adrian, they said you need a fan.
I need a fan, yes, actually. We have an AC, which obviously enough is not yet.
Somebody has to install it.
Yeah, that's right.
We have our next guest,
Sure.
so we don't keep them waiting. Nathan, who's the next person? Because I just forgot. I've been thinking about something else. And
Who's next?
oh yes,
Okay.
welcome him in.
And there he
I
is.
am Mr. Rene Butler. How are you?
I'm all good, thanks. And you guys?
We
Looking
are
good there.
fine, thank you. We are fine, thank you. Yes, we're quite warm and even hot sometimes inside here. Thank you for accepting our invite. Of course, Rene is the business development, right? Am I correct?
Business manager. It is.
Business manager at Studio 397. rFactor 2 is the platform that we will be using in our facility, and of course we couldn't not invite one of the team in Studio 397 to talk to us about, for maybe there are some viewers who doesn't know much about rFactor 2. What is rFactor 2? And the simulation, the physics, and many other things that are in plans and in the pipeline by Studio 397. Tell us more about it, Rene.
I mean, yeah, if you don't know about rFactor 2, then you probably have missed a big part of sim racing in general, since, I mean, rFactor 1 was one of the games I spent my most time in endurance racing and starting getting into competitive sim racing. Now with rFactor 2, which is out for quite a few years already, so if you didn't notice it yet, then better check it out. It's, I would say, compared to nowadays titles that you see coming on the market, it's a bit more on the sandbox side. So well, we got different pillars that strengthen the rFactor 2 experience in general. Like we really try to bring the closest experience in terms of endurance racing. So we got DPIs, LMP2, LMP3, GTE cars, GT3 cars, tons of them basically, with full day and night circle and dynamic weather for our laser scan tracks. Which is a big thing, because we all know racing is not about copying your hot lap each and every time. It's about adjusting to the current, basically the current challenge of the track and the race. But you cannot just have tin top racing. You can have we got a full lineup of Titus cars officially licensed, so open wheelers, going through all the letters of where people basically learn how to race open wheelers. We got oval action in rFactor 2 as well. We got cup cars like the Porsche Cup or BMW Cup. So I would say, compared to a sim or title that concentrates on one specific license or one specific championship, rFactor 2 allows you to race in many different ways on many different tracks. And if you ever wanted to try out a Formula E, a real Formula E race car on the Nürburgring Nordschleife, then you can even do that in rFactor 2.
Yeah, I mean, we've been using rFactor 2 for quite a long time. I remember myself long time ago on rFactor 1, playing with Toban Raceway million times. And yeah, it's one of the platforms that we use for competition. And talking about competition, how is the new competition system going? For my side, I haven't tried it out yet, but I've seen already some people streaming as well their racing perspective. And tell us a bit more about the competition system.
Yeah, I mean, as I said already, with rFactor 2 being a more sandbox experience, the downside for us was always to make sure that there's something playable, basically, or in multiplayer, that everyone can just jump in. So, like, simple join mechanics to race in a race. That wasn't really what rFactor 2 was all about. It was more into leagues and community building, their own experience of racing. And since December 2020, so basically as of now, we introduced a new competition system, which basically gives you the chance for those drop-in races. We're not there yet to have races every hour because we're obviously building the system as we go. So we introduced one series, which was the Titus Winter Series, that featured the Titus Formula cars and tracks from our free content. So everyone who owned rFactor 2 can join there and easily get into races. They feature qualification and race. It's automatic matchmaking. It scores your points and basically gives you an online championship to run with throughout the day or throughout the weeks. Obviously, we're not staying with one championship. We will introduce, as of tomorrow, a GTE Sprint Championship with daily races. So that there's more daily activity, basically, for you. If you start up the game, you can find a race to just jump in and have some fun. That will be done on GTE cars and DLC tracks. And for the beginning, we just stay with these two series now for the few weeks to be able to work on the system while everyone is joining, because obviously there's a huge difference between us at the studio playing around with the comm system and all of a sudden bringing in our entire community. So we got the team working on it basically 24/7. Looking at the comm system, we try to tell people on our Discord there's obviously a beta right now that we run in, and if they run into any issues, just let us know so we can actually look into it and build that up. From the first days, though, I have to say we had over 3,000 signups for some of the events in our comm system, which is a big step for us. Like I said, it is a beta. It only features one series right now. It's a few races across the day to make sure that you can race, even if you're not in a European time zone, if you're from the US or from Asia. So it's not yet where it will be in 2021, but it's a good start. We're super happy that people are enjoying the races. We also have a lot of Steph racing, so it will be totally normal that you run into our head of studio, Marcel Offermans, for example. He's racing a lot in the comm system and everyone else because we're all sim racers. That's why he's not answering me then. Right, because he's just starting the GTE competition right now. But we're all sim racers at rFactor 2 at Studio 397, right? We all waited for the comp system ourselves. And it was not just our community always messaging us like, hey, you told us about that system. When will it be live? When can we actually go racing? That was the same for us. We were sitting here. We wanted to race with the community. And now we got the first races on the way. It means that a lot of our people are also on the grid and just want to enjoy it.
That's great. You mentioned the Tatus cars, and we did the official Tatus event. If you remember, Adrian, of course he does. The official Tatus, because he's lost in comments, I think. We did the official Tatus. Actually, it was a tournament in like a week, in 2 weeks. It was. Yeah. You were present, in fact, in one of the videos that you were part of this with the WSK promotions. When it was that in February, March. No, actually not March, April.
It's not easy to remember anything in 2020.
Yeah, that's right.
In fact, I mentioned like 3 months: February, March, April, and I think it was not in that date. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, rFactor 2, we've been using it for quite a long time. Although we are using also other platforms for as well pro racing online activities. The community is spread out in different simulation, but of course rFactor 2 will be used in our simulation facility, and of course thanks also there are other modders who are continue to adding more mods data to the car, making it more used. I mean, because if there are no cars, nobody can actually test the cars or try the cars and enjoy it. So yeah, let's hope that all the people that come over here enjoy it, and of course we can promote as much rFactor 2 for continue growing the community. So thanks for being with us, Rene, and I wish you all the best in the new year, especially the whole team and Marcel, of course. Thank you for what you do to the community. We know that you work hard. Everybody in esports, people think that you're just playing games. Actually, it's not. You can assure us about that, because sometimes people tell us, oh, you're driving all the time. That's fun. Yeah. How much hours do I drive? 0. So it's still entertainment and entertaining and with passion. we're enjoying all this. So thank you from the bottom of our heart for all the things you're doing, for the new cars, new tracks coming out for us and the whole community to enjoy the game. So thanks for being with us, and hope to be very soon in touch with you for any upcoming projects.
Thank you as well, and have a great day with your show.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
So we have another person if
jumping
like a kangaroo from to another platform. Because I mean, yes, we're using our Factor 2 in our simulation facility. That's been agreed upon a long time ago. Because we had been trying to open the sim racing facility for the past 4 years, and
tsunamis and COVID.
Oh yes, a giveaway. Well, I was saying yes, we were trying to open this facility because I cannot say some certain words, for like 4 years. But yeah, here we are now, finally, hopefully, opening it next year. Next year, I mean, not the end of the year of next year, but
actually very in the beginning.
Very in the beginning. So, of course, we will give you a show around the place.
So
it's better that we laugh instead of cry, because
that's it.
If we can cry, we
going for the giveaway. Yes, we have a winner. We have a third winner for the HyperX giveaway here with us today. He's MiG37, who just won the Pulsefire Haste mouse and the large mouse pad.
The huge mouse mat.
Like it's comfortable, yeah?
Yeah, tell me. Yes, it is. I mean,
because I use it. So
we have the HyperX. Like if you're low sensitivity, because by the way, we play sometimes.
Yeah.
After we finish from work, we play Call of Duty, Battlefield 4, Warzone and stuff like that. Yeah. And the mouse is so huge that I am a very low sensitivity player. Actually, mouse mat. I end up like, steering a huge bowl of soup. But that's how I am. And then you see Adrian trying to find the crosshair.
I'm getting a little bit better.
Yes, he's improving. He's improving. Well done, MiG37, who won the Pulsefire Haste mouse and a large mouse mat. Next guest, and probably you know who he is, and quite popular, quite enjoyable to watch, very friendly, down to earth. Let's welcome him in.
Hello there, Aristoteles.
Hello, Aristoteles.
Hello, everybody.
ACC, the guy that streams and teaches us how to race on ACC, how to everything, answers all the questions, and doing many things at once. Thank you, Aristoteles, for accepting our invite to be part of our end of year show, to spread the love, the community of sim racing with everybody. And of course, we couldn't miss your presence in this show. ACC, we've worked with Assetto Corsa before. I mean, online events we did, and then we went on our Factor 2, and of course ACC came out, and recently we started doing ACC events, and they are like getting full in a couple of minutes, thanks to the huge community that you have built, which a good game. We cannot hide from that. We enjoy playing it as well, and yes, so thank you and kudos for that already. If somebody doesn't know who you are, tell us who you are, Aristoteles, what you do, and about ACC, and maybe future plans coming up, because maybe we have some questions already from our YouTube channel.
Right. So, well, first of all, Justin and Adrian, thank you so much for inviting me. It's really very, very cool to be here and doing this very nice live for the end of the year. As you said, I'm Aristoteles Vasilakos, friends call me Aris, and I work for Kuno Simulazioni. We have created, amongst other titles, Netcar Pro, Ferrari Virtual Academy, Assetto Corsa, and Assetto Corsa Competizione now. And I am responsible of the research and development of the physics and doing all the physics for all the vehicles of our simulators. So this, and obviously, you know, as all the other guys and other developers, also Kuno Simulazioni is a small team, so everybody also does a couple of other things here and there, and we help each other as much as we can. So yeah, this is who I am, and this is what I do.
the thing is that you as well, and it shows from how you speak and your passion, it comes from your heart, and that's something that makes a successful business going, by working, not, okay, you have to work with your brain, with your mind, but it also has to come from here, the passion for what you do, and that shows already. I watch your streams, and you know that, because we comment, I comment sometimes, and enjoy watching you. And yeah,
Thank you.
About ACC, many people talk about its physics, its tire model, and many other things. How hard what is to get that accuracy of the comparison from the virtual and the real life. I have heard various YouTube videos that you have done. Of course, I'm not going to say it myself. How hard was it to build such a strong, solid game?
It is. I mean, we have actually, Assetto Corsa Competizione is the proof of how hard making racing simulators can be. Not just the physics, but the whole package. And I believe the sim racers know that by now, because you will remember that we had early access time of the simulator, and we were going from, I'll be honest, from trouble to trouble and from problem to problem. We had bugs, we had issues, and it took quite some time and a lot of hard work from all our developers to make this quite ambitious project to the point that now is very, very enjoyable for pretty much everybody. And I believe this is both how to say, a proof of how difficult it is to make video games nowadays, because users, sim racers in particular, have very, very high standards of what they want, not only in physics, but also in sound, in graphics, in gameplay, everything, multiplayer. Nowadays, it is really hard. And but also shows how passionate all the development team is. We never give up. We just, put our heads down and work as hard as we can. And this is the result. I mean, it's not just the Kunos team. I mean, everybody in this industry tries all the best they can do, from the developers to the modders to people like you, that you are organizers of, legals. And we do know that you often have issues and problems, and trying to, work around the problems of various platforms. So it takes a lot of combined effort and a lot of passion to do whatever we do every day,
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy task. And also one thing is that you have to go through that negativity, the complaints on the internet. You know how harsh it is. Something that I've also seen, not only on your YouTube channel, even us. You get the dislikes and stuff like that, and it's something that you have to go through. And we cannot please everybody. And now we're not biased to any platform. We enjoy all platforms. As I said, in our simulation platform facility, maybe you didn't know, we're going to have a simulation facility of 17 simulators here next to our studio, and we're soon working also with Assetto Corsa, of course not ACC, and we have also rFactor 2 to have in our simulators. We want to work with everybody. I mean, the community, we cannot say rFactor is the best, ACC is the best. They all have their ups and downs.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're not perfect. I say it many times. Nobody is perfect. We try to please as much people as possible, but yes, we have to go through that negativity. But from behalf of World Pro Racing, since we've been doing events on ACC, we have been doing events without, so far, any issues. We haven't done any endurances yet, but we're doing next year in 2021, starting very soon, and hopefully we'll see you there as well.
Thank you. Yeah,
so
hopefully, yes.
We had never any server issues, not even from our side on our Factor 2, because we had, before you had Rene Butler from our Factor 2. So yes, let's continue growing together as a family, and make sim racing where it should be, on top, which is growing rapidly, especially now with this year with the COVID situation. Motorsport in virtually exploded. We all united together, racing more than usual. Adrian, sorry, I'm not giving you time to talk.
It's fine.
It's all
fine.
this talking and stuff is all from passion. I say more about this because I take care of most of the simulations and I test before I do any championship. Like yesterday we had a 90-minute race, an end-of-year race, and I had to check the time scale, how it works completely. So from day it goes to night instantly, like with times 5 according to the time, and it went so perfect. Why? Because I had to test it, and that's why it was easy to organize. We had fun, and most important is to, apart from of course getting the income from the community, because or else you don't continue to work on unfortunately not. So that's something that the community has to support you with. The same for us. We get supported by only sponsorships. We don't charge anything to championships or races. You know, and yeah, let's continue to grow. Always positive. As always, you are always positive, Aristoteles.
I try to,
And
at least.
yes, that's how you have to be. Avoid the negativity, but take consideration about what people are saying. And this is just an general thing, not I'm telling it to you directly, because we go through it ourselves as well. You learn from mistakes and keep your head high, your foot down, and let's continue to make success together in the year 2021. Thank you for being with us. But before we close with your interview, people ask this: will you continue to implement on ACC as like if the motorsport continues and additional cars come over into the championship, you add them on ACC, or you might give us a hint to planning on AC2? Because there's a folder called AC2 on ACC.
Honestly, yes. Well, the folder is because, you know, obviously ACC goes simply the version 2 of whatever we have done with AC1, which probably now, if we ever do another title, I don't know how we're going to call it, because I don't know how this is going to work out. Of course, we are going ahead with ACC. We have a DLC on the works right now, and it's pretty finished, almost completed. With it is the British GT DLC, and it has some amazing British tracks, which I really love, because they are old style tracks, you know, with some bumps and up and downs and hills and stuff like that, which I always like. Afterwards, honestly, I don't know what will happen, and even if I knew, I couldn't tell you, because, you know, such kind of news are coming from the official channels and not from me. But honestly, I have no, of course, and you do well to try. But honestly, I don't have any idea. I mean, it's a little bit complicated because of COVID, actually. You all know that the racing season of 2020 was really difficult, and, you know, practically half the races and half the cars in many circuits. And we even had our problems to implement the 2020 season, and we couldn't do it. For example, we couldn't go to Magny-Cours and do photos and laser scan on the track, because in the meantime, France was under lockdown and there were problems. And even though we have lots of hope for 2021 and the vaccines are arriving and everything, it's still a big question mark. What is going to happen? How much time we will need to get off this pandemic, you know, and how this will, you know, influence the racing, the real racing, and by that also the implementation of virtual racing, because, as you know, we do a certain series and we have to follow what the series does. And there are logistics issues, there are participation problems, there are economical problems, all of that stuff. Normally, you know way before what tracks the series is going to race and what cars they're going to race. And you obviously organize about that, and you do your best, and you go to the circuits and you get information and all of that, not only for the circuit, but also for the cars, for example, to better simulate the cars. Nowadays, you know almost nothing. Even when you have a calendar, that calendar might change, you know, a week or a month before a race and go somewhere else because there's a lockdown or you have issues. So honestly, I don't know exactly what is going to happen. Certainly, we are not staying, just stop and waiting. We are trying to implement whatever we can, but I honestly don't have a clear image of what is going to happen next year.
All right.
So for now, it's just a big question mark, and let's hope for the better.
We have a question coming from somebody watching us on YouTube.
Right.
So they ask, will we get GT World Challenge America and Asia tracks?
Again, I mean, how? Honestly, personally, I would love to, because it's amazing. I mean, why not, right? There are some amazing tracks there, some amazing cars participating and drivers too. And who would not like to, travel to US or to Asia and, go there and visit those places. So if that is possible, I'm the first one, please take me, I will go there. I will travel for data. I will travel for data. But I mean, right now, the situation in America, in the US, it's really, really very, very bad. It's really terrible. And I hope the whole country get off this situation as soon as possible. And, big props to everybody in the health sectors that they are working so hard to take care of the people. But how? I don't know. So I'm pretty sure Marco Massaruto is already working as hard as he can to, work with Anthony from SRO to find out solutions and see how they can do it and if they can do something about it. But we all, waiting and hoping for the best.
Okay. Thanks
great.
for the answer.
Yeah,
Sorry, I don't have any exact
Yeah,
answer for
sure.
you guys.
Listen. With the situation of last year, actually, nobody has any definite answers on a lot of things. But one thing we know that obviously enough in sim racing, I think it made it a little bit bigger. So Aristotelis, would like to thank you for being here with us. Would like to wish you, yourself, all the team at around you, obviously
Kunos.
Marco, Kunos, on the team around you, Kunos, and obviously enough Marco.
Kudos,
also.
Kunos.
Kudos, Kunos, yes, that's right. Kudos to Kunos. A great new year, hopefully with much more content for all the community out there to use. And thanks for being with us, and wish you all the health, and obviously stay safe. That's what we can say right now.
Right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for inviting me. I wish also a healthy new year and as many virtual and real kilometers, on bends and roundabouts as we can get. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. We're going for a quick short break, and then we do the next announcement of the giveaway by HyperX. So stay tuned, because another winner is coming shortly.
Questions.
We have some questions.
Yes. We'll do them after.
We'll do them after. Yes. I need to drink. Welcome back, and another guest coming soon. But before, we had some questions that Adrian managed
And we
to
have
actually
also-
not Adrian, and thanks to again Nathan Mifsud, who is the broadcast director today, taking my place, and hopefully he will keep that place forever. And Nathan Vella, two Nathans, and Mifsud, and Justin Mifsud, Nathan Mifsud. Too much same names and same surnames here in Malta. And Nathan Vella for communicating with the community and yes, making you all entertained, hopefully.
Yeah.
Questions?
So we have questions. We have the fourth HyperX giveaway. We have
Yeah.
a lot of things coming up. So let's go for the questions. We had a question coming for both of us actually. When there aren't any races going on, what tasks do you undertake related to your job in esports?
We do something
It's actually
from your side and from my side, of course, and
Yeah.
George as well.
It's actually something which doesn't stop. People actually see just the races going on online. Preparation for those races, it's a long thing, preparation for broadcast. We're coming up with new crazy ideas, obviously enough. Justin is somebody that's all the time creating and then coming with new ideas. I'm not least more than him, and obviously George also comes with some ideas, and that's something that keeps us all the time going. So yes, when we're not doing races, we're doing still esports.
Basically, we live esports. I mean, when we finish from here after playing some Call of Duty, we're tired, sort of. I go back home and no hint of sleep at all. So
Yep.
back to my PC at home, and yeah, sometimes I do a big mistake, which I'm very sorry for publicly, live on all the social media. I just go straight to my room. Most of the time I find my wife and daughter sleeping. I'm very sorry for that, but they know that we're working so hard for the business to grow and to continue entertain you guys and to have more races. It's not only us that there are races where you can take part in. There are many other organizations, but of course we try to do something always different with different styles of racing, and hopefully you're enjoying them. So yes, thanks again to all the family that support us to continue working on a dream that's been a long time in my head. Then I brought in Adrian and George, and they are now crazy as well, as much as I was, am, and still remain.
Yeah, to come to those races that were mentioned by Miguel, actually, there is a lot of work. It's a whole thing. Also, we give our contribution to esports, as we are also part of the newly set up association here in Malta. So we give our part also in that part for the whole esport community, not just sim racing. We have another question. Are there going to be more races on PlayStation 4 platforms apart from GT Sport?
That's by Miguel.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
think
so.
it's the second one by Miguel actually, because both the first one was by Miguel also. So
So basically, we are even planning on Xbox. Basically, we're trying to reach the whole sim racing scene. Um, Sometimes I'm very sorry. Actually, I'm quite angry with myself that I say a game. Actually, we don't we get angry sometimes that we call them a game. They are under the list of games, but actually they are simulators. They vary from each other. Different platforms, they vary from each other, but still, I'm sorry for that, for saying that they are games. But yeah, we have plans on Xbox, on PlayStation 4. We already have planned and prepared ACC events, but there were issues with the spectator mode crashing the server. Unfortunately, without spectator mode, we cannot broadcast. So we might do
cannot make a professional
PS4
broadcast.
races, and we do it. No, actually, we can even not stream it if need be.
Yeah.
Yes, something that we're doing next year. Not all the races will be live streamed. Why? We have actually we have more than one broadcast room, so we can have multiple broadcasting going on. The thing is that we might put on pressure to drivers who are not that much into pressure, which mostly they are called amateurs or rookies, beginners, that they don't need that pressure that somebody's watching and commentating about them, or the internet, which is harsh. They are saying bad things about them. So we will be putting races which will not be live streamed, both on ACC, on rFactor 2. Basically, we're continuing to increase races. They still be monitored. That's why we need stewards to help us out, taught by Adrian, for those maybe who just joined us now. Adrian is mainly looking for stewards to help him out, and you get guided by Adrian and George, being even maybe a race director as well, taking care of some races. And not only just that, since while I'm talking about help, we always try to get more people who are interested in technology, especially for myself, video editing, graphic design, as all that you can see behind me are all done by myself right now. We have already a person who is doing some graphic design, Andrei Merci. I thank him very much for his work so far. But of course, we always need more. Right now, of course, it's to help us out as a volunteering for now, so which helps us out a lot. And of course, if we grow, you grow with us, and we continue to rise.
So we have some actually comments about advertising, but this is a very positive one for me. These Maltese tourism ads, almost torture. I visited Malta last year, can't wait to go back.
Well, something that we can hopefully COVID get out of here.
Yeah.
And we can invite the community to come over here in Malta. Adrian especially have good contacts with various places where they can stay and can make good prices to come and join us here, come and maybe spend a weekend here or a week in our simulation. We can create a tournament or something for fun to enjoy together. That's what we want, because something that people say, and sometimes parents say, that we, the players, the esports, are we are not social people. We always stay at home. There are people who want to stay at home or prefers to stay at home, but we're not like that. We're intellectuals. We're social people. We are normal people.
Yeah.
But that's basically it. And something that the parents must know is that, because I know that there are several parents watching, unless what's the time? Well, they didn't go to sleep yet. That they should support them. We as World Pro Racing, I'm going to talk now for our business, we are giving plenty of work experience. Like Nathan right now is broadcasting this event, and this today was just his. You're gonna do it today, so it's up to you. You decide, you direct. It's up to you. And he's doing it so far great. And especially Nathan as well, helping him behind the scenes. So yes, we're giving a lot of opportunities actually, and which is not to work with us only. We're giving you the experience while COVID is ruining our days and you're at home doing nothing, or maybe you're still at school and you're not going to school and you want to learn something new to put in your history, in your CV. Feel free to message us. Sorry? Oh, history, yes. We're not making history yet, but we will sometime. Yes, so feel free to, if you have any skills that you want to help us out with, feel free to message me, and
So
yeah.
I'm seeing actually some good comments. Drechko said, Molten Racing, question mark, sign me up.
Actually, we can say that we have now an official karting track,
Yeah,
La Rev. Am I pronouncing
Larev,
it?
yeah.
La Rev racetrack, and actually it's growing quite a lot. People are buying a lot of karts, go-karts, especially children. People, of course, who have not just males, but even females, that they are taking part in these and practicing on track, which we are very happy about, and something that we always like to get people over and children in our facility so they can get into motorsport as well if they want to, because there are people now who wants to get into esports and become professional just in esports only.
I have something else here.
And we have a guest waiting, I think.
Yeah, I just say this and we
Yes.
go for the guest straight away. WPR races have actually, this is something that we've been saying, and obviously this shows it. WPR races have been superb this year. I'm not good enough for a series yet, but the casual races have been great fun. So that's
Thank you very
something
much.
that
Thank you.
that was said by S Painter.
Okay.
We know who he is actually.
Of
So
course we do. Of course we do. We
that's
remember
good.
each and every driver that takes
That's
part in
very
our
good.
event.
That's very good to hear actually. So there is place for everybody to grow and obviously enough be part of a series eventually. So yes, that's why we do casual races, and that's why we're gonna do also tier 2 races for our series.
Maybe we
So-
have the guest ready. The next guest, who is a local esports sim racer, driver, and even in real life as well. Maybe if he's ready, you can let us know, and so we can introduce him to. He's ready to go.
Okay, our next guest up, and
And
there he is.
there he is.
Daniel. How are
Daniel
you?
J. Vella.
How are you,
Hi,
Daniel?
how are you?
We're good.
Not
We're
bad.
good.
We're good. We're good. Daniel is just a short introduction. Daniel is the right now from, of course, as in this year, starting from this year, since we created the official Gran Turismo, official Maltese Gran Turismo events in collaboration with the Malta Motorsport Federation. Daniel Vella proved that he is the top, right now, the top Gran Turismo sport driver in Malta, and we congratulate you for that. You have worked hard for it. You're a
Thank
good
you.
driver, not just in sim racing, in esports, but also in real life. Tell us something about yourself, Daniel, not only in just sim racing, but also in real life, and maybe how it helped you to race also in real life.
Basically, it all started for me on Gran Turismo, which helped me a lot when going to actual tracks and racing with the cars. It's been great fun competing in these series as well, meeting new people. Yeah, basically that's it.
You also took part in hill climbs in drag racing. Mind
Yes,
you,
yes.
everybody knows. Actually, we know that you are also a car tuner as well. So you're quite experienced in motorsport, and you're doing great results. He's just to know, he's a Honda lover, and actually Japanese cars and Subarus, and I had once went with my Honda there, and yeah. So. What, in your opinion, let's talk about transition from sim racing to motorsport. From your opinion, as a Gran Turismo player, because many say that it's not much simulated as much as the PC games. But from your side, what is your experience on Gran Turismo Sport, or what even can be improved in Gran Turismo Sport? Although it's very popular, much more even sometimes than the PC simulation.
Gaming wise, I think all games have different setups mainly. The way you drive, for example, Assetto Corsa, it's totally different to Gran Turismo, to War Factor. I've tried most of them, not playing for long hours, but all the physics of all the games are a bit different. I think Gran Turismo is a bit arcade-ish. but it tends when settings, for example, when tires are not used, are used the hard tires, and with the balance of performance, it comes much better. Real sort of simulation wise. Going to a real car, racing on a real car, it does help because at least you can get some training done on the gaming. So yeah, it does help quite a bit.
Yes. Yeah, you can ask him more
Sure.
questions yourself, and check something else.
So, Daniel, your experience in the last year, obviously, and what we started as Gran Turismo, it was the start of a pathway to something obviously bigger coming up in 2021. And if you are looking obviously forward to the new championship, which we're planning that will kick off in February, it will be something totally different and obviously not expected, but there were quite a few discussions with FIA how we can format the whole thing. I think we now finally got a good format for us to do, where obviously next year out of this new championship we'll be choosing the Maltese representative going to represent Malta in the FIA games. That's something that obviously started this year but couldn't happen due to COVID, and hopefully COVID will be away in the following the first few months of the coming year, and we'll be able to see obviously our Maltese representative being chosen and go to represent Malta in the FIA games in upcoming 2021.
Let's hope that he has more competitors against him, because sometimes he runs away.
Yes.
But let's hope that
it's gonna be different, but this
time. Let's hope that there will be more competitors, because I'm sure, actually, Daniel knows more than I do, that there are many other competitors that maybe they are shy or they are a bit afraid of competition. But let's hope that everybody competes, and of course we're going to do other tournaments as well.
We're going to open it up, yes.
Casual races, more casuals, more tournaments. Sometimes there will be more close to the FIA rules, so they get used to how they run in their championships. Let's hope you get more competitors to race against you as well, and yeah, good luck, of course, for the tournament and the official championship, and we wish you well in the coming championships. From your side, what do you tell from your experience to those who are interested in to get into our championships? Some words from your side for those who are watching and maybe they are interested in getting into our tournaments, or maybe they are a bit afraid of what to do and how to do it.
Yeah, about the being afraid part, it's bonkers, to be honest, because even if you're just starting to race, at least you get some practice with some good drivers, and slowly, most people did improve. It's just a matter of putting some hours in it, basically, and once you get the hang of it, you'd be easily a front runner in the game. Hopefully will be many more people racing, which will make it more interesting as well.
Yeah, that's the reason why we're not doing all of the races broadcasted, for those who want to get into it but not that much in with that pressure, even though in every race there is pressure, even though it's not broadcasted. But sometimes people get a bit more cautious on what to do, which is good sometimes, because that's how our casuals are not that much always with a pile-up or something like that. We never had actually pile-ups in races for these past 4 years, or did a server restart. Never so far, even though people wanted to do a restart. But yeah,
race
so
restart,
far, restart, not server restart.
Race restart.
Race restart, sorry, my bad.
Because you're into servers, I'm into races.
Exactly. So yes, not to take much of your time, thank you, Daniel. Wish you the best of luck for the coming tournaments and races. We wish you a happy new year. To you, especially your father, Pierre Vella, Locals, of course. They know him quite a lot. And we wish you all the best for the family. And yes, let's hope keep on promoting the tournament, so we can have more
Definitely.
people
Yeah,
joining
exactly.
us. We know that we are a family. We want everybody to have fun and enjoy our races. And yes, let's make 2021 history.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel.
Exactly. Happy New Year, guys, as well.
Thanks, Daniel, for being with us.
Thank
and
you.
See you soon
Thank
on
you.
track again, yeah?
Good night, guys.
Good night. Ciao.
So we have a giveaway. The fourth giveaway was sent, or no? It was
No.
MiG-37. So winner number 4 is
Silver.
Pyrmets,
That's
who
right.
just won a Cloud Alpha S headphones by HyperX. I don't have a good voice for movies.
By
I tried.
HyperX.
Adrian has that, harsh voice and
Deep voice, they say.
yeah. But you're harsh as well.
I'm harsh, okay.
Yes, so well done to Silver Pyrmets, who is one of our recent drivers that joined in the ACC competitions. And we have the 5th winner, we're going to say it as well, Mad Max Z27, who won Alloy Elite 2 keyboard. Mad Max Z27, who won an Alloy Elite 2 keyboard HyperX by HyperX. So we have now more guests, and if they are ready to join, you guys know these guys. They are with us every race, most of the time.
Yeah.
They're going to join us very soon if they give me the go ahead to. They're ready, so let's put them on screen.
Yeah, they're coming up.
And here they are.
Hello there.
Mr. Alex Goldschmidt and Nico Hillebrand, 2 of our commentators.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get everybody in. But yes, first of all, we would like to thank you for all the best commentary that you have done during our races. Thank you for being you. And we hope that we helped you also yourself in continuing your career in commentary, and even in other leagues. We have no problem with that. That's what we do. We help others. You help us out. We help you out. Continue to grow. You made us grow with your impeccable commentary. And yeah, so we can start with Alex. Let us know about yourself and how was it, because you're one of the latest commentators with us. How did you find it working with us? And yeah, tell us a bit more about yourself.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you for talking about impeccable commentary. I'd like to talk about the impeccable broadcasting that World Pro Racing has provided.
Thank you.
Ever since I remember there's a little bit of a story behind me joining World Pro Racing, and I know that Justin knows this very well.
Yeah, you can
because
say
I got a Facebook message 30 minutes before a broadcast saying, "Can you do sim racing commentary?" I went, "Yes." And I was on there, and
there was no other answer. No,
there was no. There wasn't
there's no
going to be
hi
any other
Justin,
answer,
hi
you know
Justin,
that.
or no, yes,
Yes.
yes.
It was straight to the point, wasn't it? But yeah, it's been, to be honest with you, a lot of people might know me through the karting circles. So obviously, I have a bit of an affiliation with regards to what Duncan has done, obviously, with karting, going to the Rock Cup Super Final last year. I normally commentate on Rotax karting. When lockdown happened here in the United Kingdom, sim racing was the next best thing. Well, it actually has become part of my staple of work, really, to be honest with you. And it's been actually a pleasure working with you guys for, what is it, just under 2 months now, and we're going into 2021. And it's been a pleasure commentating alongside Nicholas. We saw out the year last night of that fantastic 90 minutes of Monza, where we didn't even know who was going to win. 2 5-second penalties for the 2 leaders. It came down to the wire, and that just shows how exciting sim racing can be.
Yeah, it is. And on the other side, we have Mr. Nico Hillebrand, who is always the colorful person talking about the technical parts of each track, and sometimes he say a bit of a punting or memeing some drivers. Yeah, you know. Well, actually,
he's a driver himself also.
And he's a driver himself. Actually, it started when we did an event for what was their name?
Monaco.
For Monaco for
Monaco.
Mr. Coffelino, and it was supposed to be a fun event with like memes and stuff like that. And I was saying, and when they told us to broadcast their event, I said no, it's professional. And Nico, I said, I had to turn into the professional mode instead of memeing. Well, actually, I did some memes as well during the broadcast, but yet that's how it started. And here he is with us now for quite a long time. We personally thank you for your colorful commentating, and we enjoy it. And don't say the F word today.
Oh, you put him on the spot there, Justin.
So tell us a bit about yourself. Yes.
At this point, it's a little bit of tradition almost at some point, isn't it? I mean, I get a couple months in of a good run without any slip-ups, and then one slip-up just happens by the side. Luckily, I hope that I can get this out of the way a bit better now. But thank you for having me along today. As Alex said, thank you for having these incredibly professionally run broadcasts, and of course the races as well. It's always an absolute pleasure to watch the races and also be able to commentate on it. And just overall, I started doing this last year as a bit of a hobby because I just love racing, not just being behind the wheel myself, but also being in this hosting role. And I've had an absolute blast of a time. And with you guys, it's just all the more fun because there's just such a professional environment. And especially in this year, working with Alex and, of course, with
there's
Kieran
Jake
as well.
Sperry
I think
Kieran,
Jake and Kieran as well. Kieran, I think we're going to have later as well.
Yes,
so,
yes, he will be.
Yeah. With all you guys, I think I've been able to grow a lot, just also in this profession, and it's been just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, you have some fans as well, because sometimes we watch actually, I'm always watching the chat as when I have the time. And you have quite a lot of fans. I'm not going to say anything, but there are some quite good comments going around during the broadcast. Well, jokes apart, we helped you grow, and it's the same thing that you did to us. You helped us grow, because without commentary, the race is boring. Even though engine sound is nice, but without your colorful commentating, both of you, we wouldn't have reached to this level. Your broadcast is actually your commentary is going around worldwide now. Maybe you have been watching the previous guests with the STV on motorsport.tv, on our national TV station, Facebook page, TVM Sport, and so I mean you're being exposed everywhere almost. If it was everywhere, it would have billions of viewership. But we're happy with the over 2.5 million viewership on ESTV and over 4.5 million of watch hours, which is equivalent to 7 years of watching. Like people going back and forth watching the events, which is people are interesting and going to that interesting action. And so. From the bottom of our heart, on behalf of the whole team, we thank you for your service. And I'm sorry, because I'm the most best about this, that I keep tagging. Are you ready for this evening? Are you ready for? Can you join us, please? Because
the amount of times we've been pinged on Discord in the last couple of months, Justin, it's all your fault.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately,
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't know what to expect, and this comes from the bottom of my heart. To be someone that's been in real life motorsport, obviously having that sort of like conglomeration with Adrian, obviously being in racetracks, you get that feel. But the good thing about sim racing is that you have that opportunity of commentating on sim racing. And to be completely honest, in 2021, irrespective of whether the pandemic is still with us for however long, sim racing is on the rise. We've seen such great events, the amount of professionalism that we have here at not just World Pro Racing, but multiple different organisations. It's proud to be a part of that new age of racing where, I'm a part of the karting infrastructure, but I can see just how much sim racing is part of the evolution of motorsports in the future. And a big thank you to you guys for bringing me on board.
Yeah. Thanks you.
Thanks.
Thanks you. I'm now starting to lose my words. We've been online like for almost actually 3 hours, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, we're not actually tired. We can continue till
not at
tomorrow.
all.
But of course, the guest list is almost ready. Unfortunately, we had some absence from various guests that couldn't make it. But of course, this is not the last. As we said, maybe you don't know, you didn't, you weren't watching before. We'll be doing a live show, not as long as this one, every Monday from next year, discussing not just sim racing, but even motorsport and bringing you over, guys, to give explanations about commentary to even young drivers. We're going to invite people over here. This sofa will be removed and we'll have a desk for commentary, for local events, and well, there are many plans. So again, thank you for your time being here, because it's late for us here. It's 11 p.m. And thanks as well for those that are still watching on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you guys again for your service, and hope to see you in 2021 with more colorful commentating as you already did.
Yeah,
Anytime
thank you
for
very
you
much,
too.
guys, and Happy New Year, guys.
Happy
Look
New
forward
Year.
to,
to
coming over.
Well,
to
see
you
you
guys
on
actually over
the
in Malta at some point.
12th of January, because we have our next race on the 12th January on ACC.
Yes, and of course, yes, and also we've got the second season of the World Pro Racing ACC Sprint Series coming up, and also more endurance races. So I'm going to do my usual plug. Head to worldproracing.com and also follow us on social media.
Nathan, put up the overlay, please.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
We don't have it for this show.
No, we don't have it yet, but head to worldproracing.com. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for your support this year. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for all your support wherever you are watching across the world.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Wish you all the best for 2021. Obviously, you'll be with us also. Wish you yourself and obviously your families a year full of health. Thanks for being with us this evening, guys.
And we're going for another giveaway. Actually, 2 giveaways. I will say the first one. The next winner, actually the 6th winner from 9 winners, is Dan Hackett, who won the Pulsefire Haste mouse and large mouse pad. So
I think
well
he's
done.
still online, maybe. You know.
Well,
he was chatting and quite active in YouTube.
Yes,
so
he was quite well.
Dan Hackett is the new giveaway winner.
And there's the 7th one. Scroll.
All right. So we have the 7th winner. And he's Buzu100, which actually is mattgalia@gmail.com. I'm gonna
We're exposing emails now.
So what? It's a Gmail, so we know who it is.
GDPR. I accept the terms and conditions.
Cloud Alpha headphones for Buzu100, which is Matthew Galia.
Well done, everybody, for all those who won the giveaways.
Yeah,
Mind you, guys, the
another 2,
giveaways. This is the last giveaway for this year. But thanks to HyperX, we will be giving out various giveaways throughout the year. Thanks to them, that they are supporting us with hardware and a lot of love.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if we're going for just a short weekend. So just another guest is coming after this short ad break, and another commentator, actually a very fresh one. And we'll get to meet him after the ads.
And welcome back to this last part of this end of year closing show here with us at World Pro Racing.
We must say hello to Kusa because he's on Twitch, and unfortunately I missed the Twitch stream for some reason, and he's jealous of my beard. Actually, you never see me with a longer beard. Actually, I didn't have time to trim it, but I don't care, and I still came here just to show you my
beard.
Pretty face. We have our last guest. Unfortunately, there were two others who were Unfortunately, couldn't attend last minute, but of course, it's not the last show that we're going to do. If we can put him on stream, he's ready on stream. Let's welcome him in, and here we are, Mr. Kieran. Kieran is another commentator. How are you, first of all, Kieran?
I'm very well, thank you. Got a new green screen behind me now, so that's you don't have to look at a room anymore behind me. So it's all good. It's all good.
That's great. First of all, welcome to this show. Thank you for accepting our invite. For everybody to know, maybe you maybe missed one of his commentary. He's, I think, the most recent commentator in with WorldPro Racing. But we must say, he's an experienced commentator, not only in sim racing but also in real life. And we thank you from the bottom of our heart, on behalf of the team, for your colorful and impeccable commentary, along with all the other commentators. You are making us shine, not bright like a diamond, because a diamond reflects, they say. And thank you for all the work that you've done. You take it into the most serious level, and along with Jake Sperry, unfortunately he didn't answer us today for being part of joining us, but of course we thank him as well for his work. I think he's the first commentator that we had since 2019, actually, when we did the GT3 Masters, and which hopefully it will be happening next year as well, hopefully. And so tell our viewers exactly about yourself, how you started in commentary, sim racing, and even in real life.
Well, it started back in sort of 2017, sort of around about this time, 2017, so about 3 years ago. I was at university at the time. My lecturer, spoke to me afterwards, after we'd done this sort of lecture about how to do commentary, the art of reacting to something, as he called it. And he told me, is this something you've thought about for a living, as a career prospect? And I thought, no, never. So it all started on F1 2017. And I did a couple of leagues back then. I'm still part of a league right now, and I'm drawing that to a close, unfortunately, come the end of next month, which is a huge part of it for me, because it's a huge reason I am where I am today. So it's been an interesting journey, that's for sure. And with 2020 coming along, and sim racing has absolutely exploded on the scene, it's almost accelerated how many sim racing opportunities there are out there, and how many top talent there actually is. You forget how many commentators there are that are competing for these places. A very healthy competition for sure. But I'm very happy to be a part of WorldPro Racing. I want to thank Jake as well for bringing me on board. I think he had a similar debut as I believe Alex did, about an hour before. I got an hour before. I think Alex got half an hour before a race to prepare. But I'm so glad I accepted the invitation, because it's been absolutely fantastic to be a part of the setup here. You've been so professional. We've been very kind to me, as always. And I've been really enjoying it and looking forward to next year already.
Yeah, and again, thanks for even taking our, because of course you know that how we communicate while you're on the broadcast. You take it, you grasp everything quickly, and that's how professional people do. And we thank you again for your work. It happened by Jake couldn't make it last minute for an event, and he vouched for you that you're a good commentator. And we can vouch for it ourselves, because you're a hell of a good commentator. And let's hope that through WorldPro Racing you continue to get more work. But please don't forget us.
We
still need you, because we have plenty. When I say plenty of events. We've been planning for quite a long time now for 2021. We have very many major championships that hopefully will seal some sponsorships, and they are all for you guys to commentate and for all you drivers to race. That's basically it. How about the real life commentary? You had, I think, if I remember well, you had the Ferrari challenge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I did a couple of rounds there. doing circuit commentary around the UK has been quite nice. I started doing that at the end of 2019, and then you have all these dates lined up. I was going to visit 5 or 6 or 7 circuits maybe over the course of 2020, but we all know what happened about that. I still got to go to some tracks during it, which I'm very lucky to do, very lucky to have that opportunity still. So I've been to Brands Hatch this year, I've been to Silverstone and Snetterton as well. So it's been fantastic to add that circuit commentary as well. I think I can consider myself pretty lucky this year to be able to go to those circuits, to be able to commentate over some fantastic machinery. I mean, talk about endurance racing in Ford KAs. I mean, I would never have thought I'd be able to commentate that, and yet here I am doing it for 8 hours and 20 minutes at Brands Hatch. It was absolutely fantastic experience, and each of the commentators I've met along the way have given me advice about how to really do circuit commentary, because it's a totally different ball game entirely when you go circuit commentary. There's no sort of words or names over each other's cars or heads or whatever, so you've got to learn on the fly, if you like, about how to improve yourself and become more well-rounded. And I think hopefully with that added circuit commentary, it adds to that experience, and I can hopefully become a little bit of an all-rounder. But I mean, as I said, I've been very lucky in 2020. It's treated me well compared to others, and I'm just very happy to be here and commentating over some great racing.
Let's hope that you continue doing so in 2021. Let's hope that you continue with the real-life commentary, and also, of course, esports sim racing with us and with any other organization. We wish you the best of luck in 2021, and whatever you desire. Let's hope that the wishes come true. We wish you the best in 2021. We're soon continuing with races starting from the 12th January, so from then onwards, races. I continue to tag you all along on Discord if you're available or not.
My phone doesn't stop. I've got to tell you that. It does
I'm
not
sorry
stop.
for that. But yeah, that's how I am. I'm a bit of... I worry too much that I might end up without commentators, so because I want to have a solid broadcast like we usually do, thanks to you and your other commentator, your friends, to have the best entertainment possible. Anything from Adrian's side, feel free to do so.
I just want to wish you and your family all the best for 2021. Wish you more success and obviously your career commentating real life races and obviously sim racing. And looking forward to have you back with us for the upcoming races in 2021.
Oh, thank you very much, guys. It's been a pleasure to be a part of the setup, and I just want to thank you both as well. It's been fantastic all the way through, professional broadcasts, and we've got a solid team behind the scenes that put everything into it. So really happy to be part of the setup, and a very, well, I would say a happy new year, but a better new year, I think, is the better way to say it. So hopefully a better 2021.
Thanks for being with us, and have a nice evening, Kieran. See you next year.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Giveaway again.
Yeah.
We do just one, and then we leave one for the final.
For the last, so the 8th giveaway is Julian Ajus, who just won an Alloy Elite 2 keyboard from HyperX.
Yeah, there was a question, of course. Well done to Mr. Ajus, and there was a question. I was watching the YouTube chat about the sprint series, about multiple splits. Maybe they didn't hear us at the beginning. Yes, with regard to the sprint series, we're going to have the same 5 rounds. Of course, there are going to be different tracks, even the different kind of racing, which will be published very shortly after the new year. At the beginning, very, very soon. The race is going to be different, still not longer than it was. And the Tier 1 server or championship will be with 80 minimum of SA rating and over, of course. And for the second level, which will be, at least you need to have 50 SA rating. So at least the amateurs also can join to be part of the competition. There are no prizes in Tier 2 because we had already sealed all the things and the prize pool. But guys, it's not about the prize after all. It's good to have earning some cash because it's a cash prize pool. But don't worry, we will be having cash prizes, but we will be adding a lot of more races without any pressure, without any prizes. Have fun, enjoy it, but it's not about crashing and stuff because there'll still be this guy watching you or somebody who will teach and still monitor the races. As I said before, we have multiple broadcasting rooms and around 5 stations of telemetry, 3 or 4, and we continue to grow. We have plenty of space here at Monte Cristo Estates. So yes, get ready for a lot of action. What do we have else? We decided to bring someone over, right?
Yeah.
Guys, before we leave, because this is the last part and we do the final giveaway, and close here because it's been quite a long time. We want to bring over, and we leave. Well, they are both Nathans, they are called. The guys that have been working behind the scenes for the first time without any monitoring of myself, because I've been here. Let's bring over Nathan Vella, Nathan Mifsud, sorry, who is the broadcast director today. Nathan just had a major operation recently.
Most of people watching us know.
Yes, of course they know.
The last sprint series.
So actually, after the operation, this is the first time that he came here. He's coming, of course, with a mask due to be closer than we should. But you can join in the middle, don't worry. First of all, Nathan, we thank you a lot for all the work you've done. Nathan has been working with us in voluntary basis, so that is very, very, very appreciated. People are aware that all our races and events are for free. We get funding from mainly Gaming Malta and Visit Malta and sponsorship behind around us that we do throughout the year. We thank you, of course, on behalf of the team for his work. This is the guy that helps me when we're doing the broadcast, taking care of social media and artworks during the day. Of course, as you can see him here, he's better than he was before after the operation. And
it's good to have him back today for the first time after his operation.
Yes,
so.
he's relaxed, full with fair and stuff. Yes, yeah, I mean...
It's good to have him here, you know, he knows, everybody knows, we know that obviously the operation he underwent, this was not a small operation, it was a major one, but he's here, full of health again, on the way of recovery.
We can start kicking his ass. So we continue to do that. Well, we thank you again for your effort. Nathan is one of our drivers, because maybe you don't know, we are the management of the team GT Omega, RPM Esports, and he is still one of our drivers, and he's a very good driver actually, and he is spending more time helping myself, helping World Pro Racing, instead of racing. Sometimes we give him some space to race as well, and he comes first, and he's a good driver. We will give him time to race as well, but before you continue to on the broadcast, you did well today, very, very, very well done. You know how I am. I don't give what do you say? I don't
praise for nothing.
I don't praise much. It's hard to be praised by myself, not because I'm special or something, but I'm so, you know, perfectionist that I need somebody better than I am in order to take my place, and I can say that today Nathan did very well, and the issues that you are hearing from the buzzing in the background is not coming from his side. It's something in the electricity that's making this noise in the mixer. So on behalf of the whole team, thank you. Before you leave, we would like to tell you that as an appreciation, we are going to give you a rig, a Titan rig from GT Omega, so you can have it at home and race when you're not here. Actually, you're never going to race then, because you're always here. But yes, you need to have your free time, so you can join our casual races as well. That's why we guys need more help to help us out in broadcast, maybe secondary broadcast and social media and artworks and many other things. Of course, I'm not going to give you my headphones, because he's quite vulnerable for if something happens. He's still fresh from the operation, and from my heart, thank you for coming here after like how long have it been? Like less than a week. Actually, when you did the operation? On the 11th of December. So yeah, and this is the first time he came here just to help us out in order to me and Daydream be here on
the sofa
for this on the sofa from Italy. Yeah.
That's what they told us.
And so thank you again, and now you can go and continue.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Nathan.
and well done, Nathan.
And well done.
Thanks.
The final
Nathan.
The final person who is the same name, Nathan, and he's been another helper for quite a long time, and is the youngest.
He's actually become more active now in the past couple of months with us.
And he's one of our drivers as well,
yes.
The youngest drivers in RPM Esports. This is Nathan that he was just messaging you on what happened to my tablet. Everything gone. That's nice.
All right.
Anyway, so you say the giveaway then finally. Nathan works as well behind the scenes. He's still getting used to racing. He doesn't race much online on our casual races right now, but he's getting there. And again, we thank you for your help. Something I missed to say for Nathan Mifsud is we would like, especially the whole team, to thank your parents and as well Nathan's parents, Nathan Mifsud's parents, that they accept and allow them to come over here to help us out, and be rest assured that we take care of your children, and rest assured that they will be rewarded. The more we grow, they will grow with us, and they are like family to us. Everybody, even you drivers, guys, are like a family to us, because we grow. We're growing because of you, and like Nathan, who's still 14 years old.
14.
And he's been with us since like he was 12 years old. We got him. Actually, we got him. We scouted him from. Got him.
We got him. Yeah. All right.
Scouted him from a fair that we were into in Malta with our simulators, and he showed that he has potential. And here he is now, not just as a driver, but he's with us as a part of our team as well. So thank you, Nathan. Of course, you will be rewarded as well. And,
his family.
Yeah. Sorry.
His family now.
His family now. Yes. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it live. We're family, you know, and because we kick their asses quite a lot, you know, but for fun, of course.
Yeah, it's like we enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's like
we're not. I cannot see the comments. I'm going.
Excuse me.
So yeah, thank you, Nathan. You can continue talking to the chatting actually with the YouTubers.
I see somebody has
drivers.
a very good eye, you know.
What eye? Which eye?
Radwan Masoud, he actually saw the bottle of champagne on my right.
Oh, really?
Right, which is on my left.
Oh, I couldn't see it. Well, they see my glass. Well, guys, it's let's say the final.
The final winner, HyperX giveaway. Our final winner is Jonathan Schembri, who just won a Pulsefire Geist mouse and the large mouse pad. Well done, Jonathan. One thing I want to also thank, before obviously enough we close down this broadcast of today, a big thank you goes also to the team that you just mentioned, which both Nathans make part of, GT Omega RPM Esport team. A big well done to the drivers for this year. Great improvement, and we saw some results coming our way. We're happy obviously enough with their performance. And we're happy, like seeing them grow.
We're happy.
No, seeing them grow, because we saw some drivers actually since they joined us till today. They're totally different. You know what I mean? They're totally different. They're putting their efforts there, then getting the results. Well done to all of you, and let's keep on pushing for 2021. Wishing you all and all your families a healthier 2021, and obviously enough a better 2021 than 2020.
Thank you all to the drivers. Thank you all to the viewers, because of course the viewership is important. On socials, it's growing as well.
Yeah.
As I said again, Yes, we're going to celebrate this end of our journey for this year with you guys, and thank you for being here with us till now. I know that you were here for the giveaway, but don't worry. Now that's the final part. Stay a bit more with us. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
I'm gonna try not to make a mess.
Try not to hit any light, cause
any light, any equipment inside here.
Thank you,
anyway.
thank you all, and somebody told us try not to break anything.
Actually told me, because I'm the one opening here. Get a glass, because just in case I don't make a mess on the ground.
Let me get it. Wait, because I'm stuck.
Where did you put it? So far, far, far away. Improvise the table also. So, wishing you all our viewers a healthier and happier and obviously whatever it is 2021, because 2020 was such a mess.
He's already drunk. He's drunk already.
Was such a mess, but I think we all deserve a better 2021. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's see.
This is for you guys.
I did it. And something and nothing actually broke.
No lights broken. Oh, whoa, whoa. Don't clip this.
Oh
man. It came out of my nose.
Hey, come on. Let's do
this.
A little bit more, yeah.
Please don't clip this. This is for you guys.
Thank you. For you. Thank you for being with us in this journey up till now, and keep on following us for much greater things in 2021. Cheers, guys.
See you next year.
See you next year.